Good Monday morning, Vital Men. Good to be with you today. You know, in every man's life, you have a time of reflection. And recently I've had that opportunity, especially with making a move in my life. We're moving from a residential home and here in our local community out to a place of where I've purchased some land, a farm, a small farm. And in the move, it's helped me to reflect and see what's important. And that's what I want to call today's devotional with you today, is called Obsessions. Because what I realized in the midst of my move is the obsessions that has taken over to my life to a place of what I thought was truly important, but yet it's truly meaningless. And I want to share something with you this morning from Ecclesiastes chapter 12. These are the final words that King Solomon wrote, and this is the man that was probably the wisest, the most wealthy of any man that's ever lived, including even today. And these are his final words, and he says this. He goes, that's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Here is the conclusion that he makes in life of what is most important. And I think, Vital Men, as we get a chance to reflect on the matter, knowing what age that you're in. Early in your teens, maybe some of you are teenagers, some of you are in your early 20s, 30s, 40s, all the way up to a man like me who's in his 60s, and I think some that are even past that as we get older. He says, this is my conclusion. He says these words. He says, fear God and obey his commands, for this is everyone's duty. I'm going to change that. This is every man's duty. God will judge us for everything we do, including every secret thing, whether good or bad. So really what he's saying is the most important thing is obey his commands, for this is every man's duty. And when I think about that in the midst of my obsessions, I've realized the things that I thought were most important in life, none of this I will take with me. The most important thing I can do in my life is I look at it as three things. Number one, I love and I'm obedient to God. That is number one. When I have that in my life and that has purpose, then it makes everything else in my life work well. The second thing is to love my wife well. I encourage you, men, love your wives well, and especially those of you that are even dating. Learn from your fathers or learn from a mentor in your life exactly what it means to love your wife well. And the third thing I want to encourage you is this, is to enjoy life. All these things are important because what happens is when we get in the midst of our life, we look back and we see what's most important. It's not the things the obsessions that we take on in our lives, but it's the things that we do for God are the most important. And I encourage you today to be obedient in that. Trust God. Again, three things. Love God, love your wife, and love life. You only get one shot at it, Vital Men. Hope you have a great day.